Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting our channel. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, ŁIԻN'T Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said, Biafrans defied all threats from the Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, 噚Oڨ during Buhari's visit to Imo State. As a result, they had to obey the IPOB order to sit at home. All the streets were deserted. All the businesses were closed. As a result, 噚Oڨ, the Serikin Fulani of Imo State, had to hire youths, takes them in buses to welcome Buhari amid tension in Imo State. Buhari was welcomed by hundreds of youths hired by the governor to counter the sit-at-home directives given by IPOB. You know, as they were stuffed in a fleet of buses and taken to the airport, military helicopters and jet fighters were hovering over Owerri and the nearby towns where the president has projects to commission. Imo residents observed the IPOB order in order to shun Buhari's visit because of the possibility of violence, as people were in the state of panic over the hovering military fighter jets. These jets were supposed to be deployed to the Boko Haram and Fulani terrorist bandit infested north. But the terrorist Buhari and his Fulani government would not do that. UZODIMMA hired people, his people, who had gone to receive the Buhari. He hired them, you know. Many of them were youths or are youths. You know, there should be about 1,000 of them, according to reports. Series of buses were seen conveying them to the airport because Serikin Fulani ₦Oڨ does not want Buhari to feel the sit-at-home order by IPOB was effective. The town was a ghost town. It was dry because people didn't go out. All markets were closed. No vehicles were on the road. People didn't go out because of fear of attack by the overzealous terrorists in military uniform. You know, people were scared of the attack. The military came with their fighter jets hovering in air in case anything happens to the Fulani president, Buhari. They were scared. I thought they said they were not scared. They were scared. There is apprehension in Imo State as many residents of Imo State had stayed behind closed doors due to heavy military presence that accompanied Buhari to Imo State. Buhari arrived Sam Mbakwe International Airport, Ngokpala, dressed in the traditional Isiagu Igbo attire and was welcomed by some Biafra Efulefus and saboteurs. Serikin Fulani UZODIMMA had announced that Buhari would inaugurate significant projects while in Imo State. He had listed road constructed through federal government / World Bank intervention and Nigerian erosion and water shield management projects. Imagine that. He has no project to commission. You know, he has no project. Residents of Imo, Biafrans, said that the Buhari's visit has given Imo State an appearance of a war zone with a military presence all over the place. According to Biafrans in Imo State, they said from the airport at Ngopala to Owerri, there are armored personnel carriers and every other military weapon that can be imagined as members of the Nigerian Army, Air Force, DSS, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, police, and others flooded the streets. Whereas the Fulani North, where this military are needed, you will not find them. You will not find them there because they are the foot soldiers of the Fulani Nigerian government. That's what has happened. The Fulani Nigerian government was afraid that Buhari would not come back alive. Imo State is currently heavily militarized. From the airport, as I said earlier, to Owerri, there are armored personnel carriers and other military weapons you can think of. There are helicopters hovering above and others moving below. The same Tucano helicopter gunship that was delivered from the US is what Buhari is using to terrorize Biafrans. It is like a war zone with the heavy militarization. It is obvious the Fulani Nigerian government is scared of IPOB. They are scared. It is akin to the COVID-19 lockdown, but now with military barricade everywhere because banks, markets, shops, and other businesses shut down. Even journalists trying to cover the inauguration of, fictitious projects by the Serikin Fulani of Imo State, 噚Ο낳, and his Fulani terrorist president, Buhari, were harassed by overzealous security men. That is the only thing they know how to do. When the Fulani bandits, terrorists, invaded the Nigerian Defense Academy, you will not see the overzealous security men going after them. Or the Boko Haram, they will not go after them. But when they see peaceful protesters, peaceful civilians, that is when they will show their muscles. That is when they will start showing their skills. ŁH Youth Council berated the Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, ŁZODIMMA, for linking Ndị Igbo to Buhari's visit to Imo State. Today, UZODIMMA has disclosed that Buhari would, apart from commissioning fictitious projects he completed in the state, meet with Igbo leaders and discuss issues affecting the zone. There is nothing Buhari can discuss in Biafra land because he is the one that ordered the genocide of Biafrans, the killings of Biafran youth. What we want from the wicked president is for him to give us a date for referendum and release our leader, ŁZIＮNAMDI KANU, unconditionally. But in a reaction, the President General of ŁH Youth Council Worldwide, ŁOKWU, said UZODIMMA's claims were big slight on Ndị Igbo. He said it was insulting that a private visit to UZODIMMA's Imo government could gradually turn into a visit to Igbo land by the wicked Buhari. It's an insult. The reason is simple. At no point did Ndị Igbo or Igbo leaders met where a decision was taken for such a visit, let alone agreeing on issues to present to Buhari. There's nothing Buhari can do, because the plan of the Fulani is to ensure that Biafra is destroyed. UZODIMMA is the #1 enemy of Ndigbo, a man that has bluntly refused to protect Biafrans, but is holding tenaciously to open grazing of cattle. Is not and will never be a rallying point for Ndigbo. Any Igbo leader going there to say Buhari is not representing the interests of Ndigbo, because he's the killer of Biafrans. And that is what is happening. And such a person will be regarded as an enemy of Biafrans. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.